That doesn't make you less tired.
Yeah, but that's different. It's different than like an actual drug.
You know,
That's
like,
like that's like quitting social media. You know, like it's better for you, but it doesn't really change a whole lot.
yeah.
Are we gonna play content warning, or should I just get off of it?
Um, I really don't know. I kind of want to play something we can all play. EJ, I want
AJ,
you to
get
get
on
out that
content
game,
warning.
bro.
Bro, no, listen. It's paper Mario Day today. I didn't get to play
Hey,
this game yesterday because I didn't have enough money.
You should did have money. You have money. You just don't want to. Just waiting
Yeah, I
for your
didn't want
paycheck.
to transfer money. Yeah, I didn't want to transfer money from my savings account.
So your
now
money
let
goes.
let AJ be an adult, bro. He
Yeah,
needs to
bro.
move out.
I will soon in a few months, probably.
But gonna start stressing when I move out.
Yeah. Might go back to college. It's this program.
Bro, I forgot that you quit that shit, bro. That's so disappointing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go back. There's like multiple things. I have like two options, right?
AJ,
There's what?
what's your passion, bro? What do you want in life?
I mean, since I'm in the nursing field, I kind of like nursing. So that's why I was thinking of becoming a nurse. My whole family are nurses.
Like, you've been doing that for a while, right?
Yeah, I've been doing it for like almost 5 years. I think it's gonna be the 5th year.
This dude just blocked
Be
all my
like,
shots like he's
AJ, you should be
AJ.
like a pediatrician or something.
Nutrition, maybe. Probably could.
Like, it's an easier field to get into than being an actual doctor, and you'll still make the same money.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be a doctor. Like, nursing is fine with me.
Yeah, but you're not gonna make... Well, how much money, like, are you satisfied with?
30 an hour, I guess. That's fine.
Well, I guess then nursing would be fine.
Yeah.
They're always needing new nurses, man.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like
Especially
my
recently.
job. Yeah, there's like none, bro.
You know, I was actually thinking about working in a nursing home when I found out you told me that.
My sister
Yeah,
works in a
bro.
nursing home.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I mean,
But they wouldn't hire me
That's bad.
because I was 16, you know?
Oh yeah, too young. I get it.
But I do have experience taking care of, like, my grandparents and my parents and things like that.
Yeah, so you need good doing
I'd be good at it, but I think I've found my thing. Like, as much as, like, you guys think Panda Express is just a fast food place, the company itself is really fucking good. Like, the people you'll meet there are, like, genuine. They don't hire no fuckos, unless, of course, they do. Sometimes they will, but, like, when you get into the manager status, it's like an inner circle. And that's what I want to be in. And, like, you can actually help people, and you can help them help you, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you help people out, and they'll help you out. You know, like I was telling my mom, right? There's a guy there named Charlie. Charlie's pretty lazy most of the time, right?
Yeah.
But Charlie came in on his day off to cook for me because my wrists were hurting. Like,
Study right there.
like Charlie was out with his wife. He has like 3 days off a week. He works 4 doubles a week, right?
Oh, shit.
And Charlie came in on his day off to help me out. Do you know how like nice that is of him?
Yeah, that's really nice.
Like, he did not have to do that, but he did it for me.
Yeah.
You're not gonna find many people like that. You're not gonna find someone like that at a McDonald's or anything like that. And you know how like Forbes releases their top 100 lists and shit?
Yeah.
The Panda Express was the 84th best company to work for on the Forbes 100.
That's actually surprising.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And saying that about a fast food restaurant, think about that.
Yeah.
So like the company itself is good to work for. It's just getting to the manager status is a lot of work. After you're there, I think it'll be easier.
Yeah.
At least in terms of like moving up, it'll be easier once I have the trust from them. And when they see how I act as a manager and how I treat people, you know, like, I'm young enough to be relatable to people my age, but I'm also mature enough to where I can talk to adults and, like, be a part of a grown-up conversation, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I act like a dumbass on here, but that's just so I can get it out of my system.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody does it. Not like I think anything bad's gonna happen, so I get it.
So it's like,
I'm surprised that girl likes me, cause like, I act like a fucking dumbass on social media.
Yeah, that's...
well,
And she's been all my close friends for like the longest. It's the thing.
well, Tyson, you don't always act like a dumbass, you know? You be posting certain shit that means stuff, you know?
That's true.
How's he not dead? Bro, I'm legit sweating my ass off, bro.
Well, AJ's definitely not going to get off of Paper Mario, are you?
No. Bro, this is my favorite game of all time.
Yes, I'm
bro.
getting on after this. 10 more seconds.
Just asking. Not rushing you. But yeah, it's like, for me, I know I can help a lot of people being a manager. Because people like a manager at a McDonald's, you know, you'll more look at them as like, oh, he works at McDonald's. But in Panda, it's different. Like, the managers are respected as, like, you know, it's just such a different feeling. And, like, when I got there, I was planning on being there for a couple months and then finding something better. But after I got there, I kind of fucked off a little bit, and they sat me down and talked to me. And the way they spoke to me was so professional, and, like, they were talking to me as a peer, not they weren't talking down to me like most places will. They were talking to me like, listen, you sometimes, this is what Cody told me. He's like, you come in sometimes and you give it your all, and you do really well. And other days you come in and you just, you know, you do bare minimum. And he told me, you know, like, you have a lot of potential, this, that, and the other. I don't want that potential to get left behind or anything I've ever received. It really is just a rare thing to find.
Mm. That is true. A lot of people nowadays, a lot of mofos do not care about nothing.
And like, it's just, it was so, I don't even know how to like say it in words. It was just so like, it's so special. Like, because Panda is really like a family in some ways.
Yeah.
Which is like, when I tell you guys to go work for Panda, I'm not telling you that so I can get my money. I'm telling you that because it probably will make you a better person. Because it's made me a better person. It's made me work harder. It's made me think about things deeply in other ways. It's helped me control myself more too. Because like, you know, at work, you can lash out at people at McDonald's and you can lash out at people at places like that. But at Panda, it's all about being professional and keeping up your appearances and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, see, like, if I, like, dress right really nicely and then I start coming in, like, dressing, like, worse and worse, you'll, like, sit me down and talk with me?
Like, say you come in and you're, like, you do really well, right? And then you start fucking up or you start getting angry and things like that. Like, with my boss, I lashed out at one of the managers who had just shown up, and she was a bitch, alright? My boss didn't like her either. But my boss, you know, like, as much as he's gotten on my nerves lately, he took me outside and talked to me for an hour and a half while I was on the clock. And he was talking to me, trying to help me, because he could tell something was wrong with me. Because I was going through my, like, my yearly thing, because, like, obviously you know, Tyson, what happened a few years ago with my, with all the pills I was taking and shit, and, like, every year that still kind of affects me. It's almost like a PTSD thing. And my boss could see that shit, and he talked to me. I didn't really go into detail with him. I just told him, like, you know, I've kind of wanted to kill myself my entire life. And, you know, we talked.
Relatable.
Like, we talked, and he told me, you know, like, that feeling that you have, but you haven't. He told me, you haven't done it, though, right? And I'm like, no. And he's like, why? And he's like, because of what the other people would feel and things like that. And he told me, then keep holding on to that. Keep holding on to what you're staying for. You know? Like, he gave me some really good advice that most people weren't able to ever give me. Like, he really got through to me. He told me, you are in control of your emotions and your thoughts. The way you think about things and the way you feel, you are in control of. If you decide to be upset and you decide to be depressed, then you're going to be depressed. If you decide that you're anxious all the time and you have anxiety, then you're going to be anxious and have anxiety, obviously. Yeah. You enable yourself into these bad things. And, like, him telling me that, like, I seriously was thinking about that for, like, weeks. And I still think about it sometimes, because, like, it's true. Like, if I wake up and I feel like shit, and I continue to have that mindset of, oh, I feel like shit today.
I hate like my mom does that. She's like, oh my god, I'm so tired. Like, and I'd like tell her like, oh, don't say that, and she'd like, well, tell me what to do. Like,
here's the other thing. Here's the other thing, Tyson. The way I'm talking about right now is like a man thing. Women don't have that. Women are more emotional than logic, right?
Yeah.
And so like I've been trying to teach Sandy that stuff that my boss taught me, and it's just not. They're not wired the same way that we are.
Yeah, we're as men built to like create.
Yeah.
Right. And like, you know, there's plenty of smart women out there, but like more women will fold under pressure than man will.
Yep.
Like, and Cody told me about that thing, right? He's like, did you ever see the video about the guy whose wife died in a car accident with the kids, and they all died the
Yeah,
same
and
day.
then
And he went in. He's like, I have a job to do, you know, for the greater good. And he's like, that's being a man. Being a man is doing what you have to do. You don't wake up and be like, oh, I'm sick, right? No, if you're sick and you're still able to do things, do it.
yeah,
Like, I've gone into work sick before. I've busted my ass to the point where now I have to go to physical therapy. And maybe I'm putting certain things aside for right now, but it's more important that I get healthier and stronger right now so I can be stronger throughout the rest of my life. Because to say I keep working the way I have been, I'm going to hurt myself in a way that I can't come back from. And so it's like, you have to choose what's important and things like that. And I've learned a lot just by being at Panda. So like think about that. He let me stay on the clock for an hour and a half. He talked to me outside, privately.
I feel like it.
Like, you know, I can say a lot of things about Cody, but he genuinely does care about people for who they are. He might not care about the work as much, like he might not be fully on top of his work, but he does care about us as people.
Yeah, I wish like as like community of people, we should come together more and like stop judging people for like their differences and stuff, and like actually like see people from like who they are.
Right.
And, like actually don't judge people from their past. Like, oh, let's say this girl, say someone has like fucking 50 bodies, you know.
Well,
There's clearly like a hole. There's clearly the divide or something's going on inside. Like something that's mental. Like it's like been ignored since like childhood birth, you know, because
exactly.
she's looking for love.
That's the thing with Sandy, right? Which is the reason I did leave her, because if I left her, she wouldn't be able to. This might be my ego talking a little bit, but like she probably wouldn't be able to find someone like me who's willing to help and stand by her as much as I am. Like, as long as you're willing to come back, bro. As long as you're willing to come back to me and apologize and truly have remorse for things you've done, then I'm not gonna let you go, because that means you're growing, and that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help people grow. Me and Cody have very similar personalities, and like we have a lot of similarities. Like, me and him have the same fucking phone number and shit like that.
What do you mean we have the same phone number?
Like, you know my phone number, 575-6044? His number is 6044. And like, you know, we have so many similarities just like in everything. And so I can understand how Cody thinks and things like that. Like, I can see through Cody's bullshit, and I can see when he's being genuine. I can tell when Cody's not feeling well, things like that. Because I can just see it, you know? But like, yeah, Panda Express is really one of the best companies. My backup plan, if Panda doesn't work, is going to AT&T. And like, you know, there's been plenty of times where I've wanted to quit, and I don't. I don't know.